Alexander Volkanovski versus Ilia. Who's going to win this fight? Well, before we talk about who's going to win this fight, let's talk about their latest performances, in which Alexander Volkanovski went against Rodriguez, in which this fight was a very close fight until Alexander Volkanovski cashed Rodriguez and TKO'd him in round 3.
Volkanovski, DC in our fighter meeting.
After this, we all know what happened against him and Islam Makhachev, in which it was a very disappointing loss for Alexander Volkanovski, in which he got TKO'd in round 1. Now let's talk about Ilia's latest performances, in which he went against Bryce Mitchell, in which he performed very great, making him tap in round 2.
Oh, like an arm triangle.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, that's tight.
Whoa! Still undefeated!
Now after this, he went on to fight Bryce Mitchell, in which he absolutely destroyed him, absolutely dominating the whole fight, and won by unanimous decision.
By unanimous decision, Ilia!
Now, once I heard that this fight was announced, I knew right off the bat that this wasn't a good idea for Alexander Volkanovski, and let me explain. And that is because as of 2023, he has 3 fights, in which 2 of those he lost to Islam Makhachev. And now we all know that these fights were at lightweight, so he didn't have to cut so much weight, which is great. But just recently, against the fight with Islam, he took the fight on a short day notice, in which we all know he found out the hard way. But the main reason that I'm saying that it's not a good idea that Alexander Volkanovski took this fight is because for him, he thinks that he needs to be active in fighting, but this only could lead to him fighting past his prime, which could get him knocked out time and time again. Now, here's the thing. I know it's not a big deal right now because he's one of the best fighters as of right now, but it can only go downhill from here, and we could be experiencing another Tony Ferguson situation. So it doesn't make sense after 2 months of getting TKO'd by Islam Makhachev, he's going to drop down to featherweight, not giving his body enough time to rest, and is going to go into a fight with one of the hardest punchers at 145, who is young and hungry, and on top of that is good on the ground. So this is why I'm saying that it's not a good idea for Alexander Volkanovski to take this fight, because it will be a hard fight for Alexander Volkanovski.